This video is just to go over the actual web page creation portion of lesson 4. So you should have done your planning, and your planning was to pick a subject. The subject that I shared with you guys in class that I wanted to make a web page about was sushi and my favorite types. So I should already have my web page laid out and have a sketch of it. Everything I'm putting on it goes into my body. This is where things will show up on your page. We have only learned very, very simple, basic stuff up to this point. So I already know, because I did my planning, that my first one on my page, I want to be an H1 tag. So that means that it's going to be a heading, and it's going to be the largest size, and it's going to be bold. And I'm going to do sushi all in caps, and this is what I want at the top. Now, once again, because of my planning, I know that I want my next thing to be a horizontal line. And as you can see, I screwed that up, so it didn't show up properly. So now I have a horizontal line. Now, something that you can do, some students like to do, is just to keep everything separated. And so it doesn't matter how many lines you use. Some students like to take and make things spaced apart so that they can see where they did the coding for it. It is nice for organizational aspects. Code.org does it quite often, and it is a good habit. So the next thing I had on my plan was to say I love sushi, and this was an H2, which makes it a little bit smaller than my H1. And then I was going to do a P tag. I always open and close my tags. It's just a good habit. So then that way you don't forget. And I wanted to say it is so yummy. Now, one thing to point out is that your H tags, right? We learned those. They are automatically always bold. Your P tags aren't, and your P tags are all the same size. There's just one P tag, not multiple. I'm going to do another P tag, and I'm going to say my favorite, because I want to make an ordered list, and an ordered list is numbering it, so I don't have to include my numbers. I'm going to use a list tag, and I'm going to say Sweetheart Roll. I love them. They're so good. I also love, I'm only doing my top 3, I love tuna. Whether it's a tuna roll or whether it is just plain straight tuna sushi or sashimi, whatever. I love it. It's good. And yellowtail. All right, so these are my 3 favorites. And as you can see, they showed up numbered because they are an ordered list, and the ordered list have an LI tag. Now, the difference between an ordered list and an unordered list is if I did UL, it would show up bulleted. But that's not what I want. I wanted it numbered, since it's like my favorite down to, not my least favorite, but my top 3. So this is what I'm looking for. Very basic, not much to it, no color, and just there.